Hello everyone, this is Admiral Playerovski bringing you Atlantic Fleet Single Battle Convoy TM1. 9th of January 1943. Convoy TM1, consisting of tankers sailing from Trinidad to Gibraltar, is attacked by wolf packs. Historical outcome: 7 tankers sunk. And this time I'm going to take the German side. We have the initiative this time. But, unfortunately, we don't... What? Right, I'm sorry, why is the starting position so much better for me than it was before? How far away is the... What? You are kidding, right? What? You are joking, right? You're not being serious, are you? This is a... What? This is literally a point-blank range shot, then. 2,168 is easily going to reach them in one go. Very well. I mean, even they're saying 20.8. 20.8, 20.8. That's unbelievable. Very well, let's put 2 torpedoes right here, and they're not going to hit, are they? They are, aren't they? I don't believe this. I actually don't believe this. This is literally the perfect starting position. I couldn't have asked for anything better, even if I wanted to. I literally couldn't. Right, which tanker is closer? I think what I'll do is, do we want to turn at all? I think we'll go straight with this one. This one's at 4,500. Unbelievable, that's genuinely unbelievable. What I'm going to do then is, we're going to put one over here, 4.9, and we will put one at 5.9. We'll start the process this way. Fire away. Here we go. Are the corvettes going to do anything? No, you see they're all just, yeah. Here come the torpedoes. So that's one T2 tanker down already. The most powerful ship as well, the destroyer, has been sunk already as well. Sonar heavy damage, A turret destroyed, B turret destroyed. Yeah, this can only end in one way then. The convoy will get obliterated, I think. There is no pathway, I don't think, for anything other. Speaking of pathways, there is a bit of a catch. And the catch is that we have only got 12 torpedoes. Mind you, 12 torpedoes. This one is Type 9, isn't it? It's Type 9, so this one's got 20. Ah, right, got it. So this is the one that's going to do the most damage. What damage do we score on this T2 tanker? Propulsion, pumps, heavy damage, of course. Is it even worthwhile checking at this point if the pumps are damaged? They're pretty much always going to be damaged, aren't they? Right. So let's focus on this tanker over here. If we move forward... Now, I could try and fire from a longer distance, but because I've only got limited torpedoes, I'm not keen on the idea. I don't like the idea. And as a result, I do have to be, you know, at least somewhat cautious. So we've got a torpedo reloaded. Do we want to fire them now? I think we do. I think that this tanker is close enough that we can have a go at sinking it from here. Right, so they're going at 14 knots, 5.2 hits instantly. They're going to be increasing their speed. So I reckon if we put the torpedoes about here, they will be increasing their speed as well. So I think if we go about here, we should get good results. I hope so. If not, we will have wasted 2 torpedoes from this submarine. We can't really afford to waste the torpedoes. We really, you know, we really need to be basically hitting with every torpedo that we fire. Good, we've got a torpedo reloaded here. Now, I wonder when the corvettes will start firing, because they're slow, but they do have a 4-inch gun, and they can... Oh, hang on. Stop! No, we missed them! What? 5,500, and it's just... Well, alright then. Let's just put one over here then. It just stopped right there. Fine, let's fire one torpedo away like this. This has to sink the tanker, by the way, then. Otherwise, we've got ourselves in a really bad situation like that. .57. I mean, do I fire? They've really got me confused now. This one's over here. This one's over here. I'm just going to stick with. Which way are they moving? Are they just going forward or are they turning? They are just going forwards pretty much. Yeah, fine, I'll just... I don't know then. That's really throwing me off. No, they're not going to do 5.7. I'm sorry, I refuse to believe that. 1.0, so if we take away 4.5 from that, it's 3.5, 6.5. Fine, we'll do a 6.5. But then just in case things go pear-shaped like they did last time, we'll put one over here this time. Fire away. And I want some good hits this time, please. Good hits. Still no action from the corvettes. What? They've moved backwards? No, that's... No, I'm not buying that. Mind you, I got the perfect starting position, so I suppose that's some... Oh my gosh. Fine, don't fire anything until you're right on their hull. Are we going to clip the corvette, perhaps? Oh great, we've got the Pimpernel firing at us now. This one's missed. Oh yeah, stop just short. Right, well we've got no torpedoes available. Is this just one? It is just the one. How many do we have left overall? 9. Not a whole lot then, I'm afraid. Not that many. Just keep moving forwards then, I guess. If they're moving backwards. No, that's not going to damage us. This one just about clears it. They're moving backwards now, I don't understand this. We've got a corvette over here, that's 3,300 yards away. Can we perhaps fire a torpedo at them? We can. Do we want to fire a torpedo at them? I'm not sure, because they're really tiny and they can do all sorts of things to you. Should we or should we not? We might as well. Let's put this torpedo over. Actually, wait. 1.0 hits instantly. So I reckon 3.0. Really try and, you know, score some kind of effective damage against the Corvette. We pretty much need to sink the Corvette with this one torpedo. If we fail to do that, we're in bother. Right, you keep moving forwards. So that's not the one we're targeting. This is the one we're targeting. They've cleared the torpedo. Of course they have. That's the problem with the Corvette. They're so small. You can't really do much. Right, this time we're going to double it then, up to not 2 degrees, but 5. No torpedoes available, so all we can do is just turn towards them. You keep moving forwards, trying to attack the tanker. Unless they get close enough that we can do a point-blank range shot. Which is also a possibility. No, that's not close enough for a point-blank range shot. No. And I do get the feeling that the merchants are turning away. Really, they're turning away? Are they going to go backwards on the next turn now that I'll fire? Really got no idea. I'm going to hold fire. I'm sorry. I usually would fire, but no idea whether we'll go backwards or not. That's a good hit, potentially. Come on, we've got to get these Corvettes out. We've got to get these Corvettes out. Have they hit anything? Is this one damaged in any way? Oh no, this one's undamaged. Good. 2,700. Right, what we're going to do is a bit of a gamble, but I think it's worth it at this point. Surface. Slight turn. We have to get them on this turn. We've got to. I think we will do, because they're saying 17.3. Well, that says 17.3, so in theory this should work in our favour. Yes. So that's 1 out of 3 Corvettes sunk. Unfortunately, we have exposed our submarine at this point. We have very much exposed our submarine. What's the damage? Sonar heavy damage. Alright. Let's even try and go for this one potentially a little bit. Is this one damaged in any way? Pressure hull light damage. Yup. That means it's time for this submarine to dive a little bit. No real issues, we'll just wait for them to get close enough. We'll do a one-shot kill, and then that should be fine. Right, as long as these two miss this exposed submarine, we should be fine on the next turn. Oh, that was close. That was close. Yeah, and then the tanker moves everyone along. Right, unfortunately this has messed up our aiming somewhat. I am actually low-key tempted to just try and... How many torpedoes left? 7. Go on, let's try and do it this way. 4,200, 4,900. Let's even do a gunnery duel then. Can we fire the deck gun at any of the Corvettes? One over here. Oh, we can. Well, how about that then? Well, get the deck gun out then. 16.5 is suggested. Let's go up to 16.1. Let's send a 3.5-inch high explosive shell their way. Fire. Right, we were a little bit long. Continue to move forward. Track the tanker, track the corvette. How many torpedoes does this submarine have loaded? 3. Right. Oh, that's close. The bad news is that this submarine is very much outnumbered. 2 to 1. Alright, I think it's time to dive away. So much for trying to sink them with the deck gun then. We've been hit. We have, but it's not hurt us in any way. Oh, do you know what then? I might just about do this then. 5,100, 5,600. Right, 16.1 was, well, they're saying it was on target, but was it on target? No, it wasn't. We were long. Let's drop it then to 15.4. Fire. Go on, go on, go on. Oh, still a little bit long. We've got a tanker over here maybe, and one over there. Move forwards. Here we go. They've missed, that's good. It's 1 out of 2. No, that could hurt us potentially. That could hurt us. Has it hurt us? Yes, it has. Alright. We will be diving away, therefore. Hard port and dive. Can't be too, you know, too brave like that. We've got a tanker over here, we've got a tanker over there, but only 1 torpedo. And I'm not prepared to chance it with just 1. We need 2. Let's go forwards with you. You're at 2,900. We might actually surface on the next turn then. No action. No action. Yeah. Yeah, they think they've driven us away. And to an extent they have. Because we are no longer on the surface. $5,500, but no torpedoes reloaded. So we can't do anything yet. How far away is this corvette? 3,500. I think it might be time to potentially surface with this submarine. We'll surface. Turn towards them. That's close. They'll move forwards, then we can surface, move towards them, and do a one-shot kill. Hopefully. That's the idea. And annoyingly, that's very accurate shooting. Right. Yeah, that all checks out. That's fine. We've got a torpedo reloaded, but they are very, very far away. I think this one will just have to hold tight until we have dealt with the escort. How's the pressure hull looking? Light damage, right. Well, all the more reason then to surface and charge him for a kill. 2,100, so that's, yeah, we're good. This should send that corvette under. Right, so that's the Godisha sunk. Careful! No! No, that's no good. I'm just trying to think, how quickly do these tankers go? 16.5 knots. So actually, if we're quite careful with what we're doing, we could end up catching them up somewhat. No, I'm not falling for that. What's been hit? Pressure hull light damage yet again. That's actually much better than what we could have expected. Could have been a whole lot worse. I would therefore say we're going to dive straight away. We're not going to do a gunnery duel this time. We're going to dive away, and we will get into position to potentially launch an attack. Well, not potentially, we will do. Launch an attack on the Saxifrage corvette. You keep chasing them down, as best as you can, of course. And then, of course, if we're able to take down the Saxifrage, then, you know, it's pretty much game over for the merchants, because at that point we surface and work quicker than the merchants, if we are undamaged. So there is a little bit of a time element here, because if we're too slow about it, we could end up, well, the merchant's going to end up being out of range of our gun, and that's not something good. Are they just going in a straight line now? They pretty much are. Right, I'm going to gamble again with torpedoes. That's 5.0 hits them straight away. Actually, no, should we say 4.5? Yeah, 4.5 just about gets them. Yes. Right, top speed they're going at, so I'm going to give them 4 degrees. All the way down here. Will they get there? They're not getting... No, they're not going that quickly. It's just a 2-turn shot. 2.5 maybe. Yeah, 2.5 is good. I'll give them 2.5. And 3.5. But not 0.5. 0.5 is way away. Right. They're moving this way. They're just moving forward. We should take out this T2 tanker. Yep. So that's another tanker sunk. We will check the damage caused. Propulsion pumps heavy damage, and the tanker is sinking. Right. So if you're over here, the tanker over there, you're over there. Right, you move forward. You try and close the distance to the corvette as best as you can. I don't know. What do we do? Do we go for the corvette? What do we do? Do we go for the merchants, perhaps? I think what we'll do is we'll go for the merchants with this one. And the corvette, yeah, they're fixated on this one. Right. We'll surface and fire at the corvette with U442. And then the U522 can go and start chasing down these merchant ships, the tankers. Firing. They are firing. That's going to hurt the pressure hull. Right, so that means... has it actually... Oh, we had the damaged pressure hull from earlier. We've got to be careful then. No messing about, I'm diving straight away. Can't afford to lose a submarine. I just hope that the pressure hull isn't so badly damaged that it could just sink on me randomly, like out of the blue. Because that'd be a real shame if we're able to, you know... If we're able to take out the escort and we've surfaced and we're trying to hunt down the merchant ships, but then the pressure hull just gives way, that would be a real shame. Although it would be very realistic of the game to do that. Because that just seems like the typical sort of thing you'd expect to happen in real life. You've done all the tricky bits, You've taken out the escort, but then, you know, life throws a whole crate of oranges your way. No, not oranges, lemons your way. And then you have to make do with just one. We're getting closer, so that's good. Right, time to surface and attack them, I think, at this point. Surface, I'm actually going to go backwards this time. Surface and go backwards, because I don't want them to close to within 1,000 yards. Within 1,000 yards, we can't get shots away. They're going to shoot at us now, because, well, of course you would. But at such close ranges, I think that's too far. At such close ranges, it's difficult to actually get accurate shots away. Alright, Right, 1741. This will really put the theory to the test that a corvette cannot withstand a single torpedo hit. I've never had a corvette survive one torpedo. Here we go. Right. The Saxifrage is sinking. So that's the convoy's escort has been sunk now. The destroyer and the 3 corvettes. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4 tankers left to sink. And we've sunk 2 tankers already as well. Right. There's bad news for the tankers then. Because we can now surface and we can go pretty much on, well, not pretty much, fully unopposed. Right, what we need to do is figure out which one is the furthest away and just slow it down. And is this one over there? Actually, how far away is this one? This one's 9,000 out. I think this one, this tanker will go with U522 and U442 can go for the other one there. Right, 15-1 is suggested. Let's go 15-1 then. There we go. Fire. Oh, nice! Well, that could hurt the propulsion straight away. What was the damage on the Saxifrage? Oh, no damage at all. No damage at all, but yet they're sinking. Interesting. How about that? No damage, but yet you're sinking. That's why you can't really trust the, you know, the damage reports for an accurate assessment of the damage. You can, you know, sure you can give some weight to them, but they're not, they don't contain all the information. 28.3, let's go 28. Fire. Short or long? Little tiny bit long. Are we going to go quicker now? Oh, we're just about not able to make 16.5 knots. Oh, well, how about that? Let's go 15.4. Fire. We've really got to hurry up then. Really got to hurry up. Ten 6, 9 2, 12 2. The good news is that the gun goes very high on these. I think it's 45 degrees that the gun extends to. So, I think we have a good chance of potentially stopping all the tankers. Right, so hit on the front of the ship. It's not really what we're looking for, but it's good. It's a start. I'd rather hit them on the front of the ship than not hit them at all. Right. Of course, once we do eventually close them down, we will be able to launch torpedoes as well. It's worth mentioning. Right, 15.9. So we're now quicker than they are. We're at 16.4, but we're not going to go slower than 16.4. That's it. Good. I mean, we're doing it. We're doing it. That's all you can do. Shells on the target, causing damage. Oh, do these only go to 30? Oh, now then. That's not so good then. 28.3. Let's try 28.3 again. I don't like that. I thought on both of them we could go to 45 degrees. Right, propulsion's damaged heavily, and AAA's got light damage. Good. Keep going, keep going. We're beginning to pull alongside these as well. So I think we're just about going to clinch it and say that we're going to get all the ships. We're going to sink all the tankers, all the ships. I just need to be careful not to run out of shells, because these don't contain huge amounts of shells. They only have 214, and I think... I don't remember what I was doing. I was... what was I doing? I think it was during the Battle of the Atlantic that I was doing... I was just playing for, you know, just for myself. I wasn't recording or anything. This was before I started this channel. And I do remember just being in a similar situation to this, pretty desperate. And just, you know, using the deck gun to try and sink the merchant ship, and I was down to, I think, 50 shells or something like that. I thought to myself, is this the first time I'm going to run out of ammunition? Well, it very well could be. It very well could be. But I think... No, I think I got them in the end. I think I managed to sink the ship in the end, but it was, you know, it was really tough. And that's actually a bit of a trailer as to what will happen in the Battle of the Atlantic. In the Battle of the Atlantic, as Germany, I literally do not let a ship escape. I will chase one ship for 2 hours straight, and I will not let it escape. I will hunt it down. I don't care how long it takes. Even the small freighters that are only a few thousand tons, I'm not letting anything escape. I just won't, because it's tonnage. You don't let tonnage escape easily. Mind you, you probably don't chase it for 2 hours as well, but it's just how I work. And this isn't really spoiling a video, because, well, I don't know if I'll come into a situation like that when it's the Battle of the Atlantic, and I don't know if I'll even have like the full chase recorded. I mean, I don't know if I'll upload it, is what I'm trying to say. Although things like this, I think I will keep. If I'm, you know, slowly closing down, slowly whittling them down, I think this is something that you do need to record, as boring as it may be. You might think this is boring, but actually it's important, because we're damaging them, we're getting closer to them, and eventually we will put torpedoes in the water. Either that, or we will we'll sink them with the deck guns potentially. You do have the possibility of doing that as well. Right, how far away are some of these? See, they look closer. They look closer, but they're not. They're not. Right, 13.6 was there. Let's go down to 13.3. Fine, 13.1. Right, they're burning. That's good. If they're burning, that's a good thing. And this one is surprisingly still increasing its speed. U-442 is still very much increasing its speed. Maybe then, U-442 can actually be quicker than the Convoy. Admittedly, probably not by much, but quicker nevertheless. Because U-522 is at 16.4 knots, and they're not increasing their speed. That's the top speed they can run at, because they've taken damage. Oh, hello. That's good, I like that. Secondary explosions are welcome on enemy ships. In a strange twist of fate, we could see U-442 be the one that does most of the chasing. Right, we've missed that one. Damage, any damage? AAA destroyed. Not really that great then. Not great. 12.6 was over there. Let's try... Oh, I'll go 12.1. Fire. The fact we're having to decrease our elevation means we're doing something right. Clearly, right? Yep, they're staying at 16.4. Possibly we could squeeze 16.5 out of U-442, but I wouldn't count on it. I wouldn't hold your breath if that's what you're waiting for. Right, I think, yeah, at least one of the tankers, I think, will be sunk using deck guns then. And I do have a feeling it could be this one. I'm actually genuinely concerned now for my shell stockpile. 206 left. I mean, do you want to try it? It would be such an anticlimax if I had to leave because of a lack of shells. It really would. And that would not be a good way to go out. I wouldn't want to go out that way. But, you know, if I run out, I run out. It's pretty simple. It's a shame. It's a shame, but, you know, if you run out, you run out. And there are no... Oh, wow. There are no German supply ships in the area that we could use to, you know, for resupply. So you're kind of stuck like that, really. Right. I mean, they are taking a long time to sink. But it's not too surprising because these aren't big shells that I'm throwing at them. They're not high caliber. Oh, we managed to squeeze 16.5 knots out of U-442. So we are either we're level pegging at this point. We are level pegging. Good, we set a fire. So we could, if we hit them then, as soon as they can't run at top speed, we begin to close the range at that point. I think then I might even switch fire to a different ship, just to make sure that we've damaged them in such a way that they can't run at top speed. T2 tanker, propulsion, heavy damage, AAA destroyed. Right, I think then U-442 can switch to some of these. And this one over here as well. Yeah. Yeah, once we need to just, yeah. What we need to do is just hit them in such a way that they won't run at top speed. Oh, good shot. Right. I do believe as soon as you hit a ship once, I think with any caliber shell as well, so even a battleship hit by a destroyer shell or a corvette shell, as soon as you hit them like that, they can't run at top speed. Maybe not such an extreme example as a battleship with a corvette, but the principle still stands. Right, so 26.8 is there. We need to move forward with this one. Have we... Really? We've hit the propulsion? Oh, hello. Happy days. Right, I think a couple more hits will allow us to switch fire to the other tanker then. 27.2. Nice waterline hit last time. Good, nice hit amidships this time. Right, I think we're going to pull this off. I really do think at this point that we are... it's there. It's there. I think this convoy can't escape. That tanker looks absolutely battered. They're looking very poorly. Damage, still propulsion with heavy damage. Keep firing at this tanker, I think. Just make sure that they never get away. Preferably set a fire. I think that'll be my criteria for moving on to a different ship. Once you set a fire, you can move on to a different target. Right. Good. That's another hit on the stern. Oh, they're sinking. They are sinking. We have sunk a tanker with nothing but deck guns. Quickly check the damage. Propulsion, steering, heavy damage, AAA destroyed. Very good news. It's a long and tedious process, but we are able to do it. We are able to do it. How's this one doing? This one's not going anywhere, pretty much. Right. In that case, then, you go forward. 27.5 was there. I'll even go 27 exactly this time, because I do believe we're closing in now. We're closer. They're not moving away as quickly. Yeah. Right, so that tanker has been sunk. So that means we can now turn our attention to this tanker over here. 11.9 is suggested. I'll go 11.2. Fire. Oh, just short. We're almost there. So that's a secondary explosion, and we've not been firing at that tanker for some time now. So that's really good news for us. I'll even go down to 26 exactly. I'll drop it by a whole 1 degree. Because hits up in the superstructure, they're hits, but they're not going to sink the ship. They're not going to quite be enough. They're not going to be enough to sink the ship. Right, let's try 11.6 or 11.5. Almost. We got even closer this time around. Continue moving forward. 26. Let's drop that down to 25.3. Fire. Yeah, we keep hitting high up in the superstructure. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd rather hit than instead of not hit, but it's not quite what we're looking for. We want to be scoring either waterline hits or hits on the deck. And now we've damaged the final tanker, so they're not getting away. They are not getting away. It'll be a slow and tedious process like it was with the first one, but we are going to sink them. Keep firing away. Yeah, 16.3 knots. We've got them at this point. We have pretty much got them now. And I will go 11.7. Wow! It blew up! And that's the tanker we weren't firing at. Final damage, only AAA destroyed. So now there are only 2 tankers left. Both of them are damaged. One is very heavily damaged, I'd say, because they're only going at 3 knots. The other is, well, just damaged. But they're on their way down in terms of speed. Good. That was a good hit. 16 knots. So they are still, you know, they're still very much able to go quickly. We're going at 16.4 knots, however. Nice waterline hit. Good. They're moving backwards. That's even worse for them then. If they're moving backwards, they're moving towards us. And we don't have what you'd call friendly intentions towards them. We want them sunk. If that's what they're doing, then that's no good. It's another hit. 15.6 knots. Same old, isn't it, now at this point? Slowing down. Yeah, they're moving backwards. Same old story, but yeah. I'll drop it to 21 then. Might even go long at some point. Yeah, even 21 was high up in the superstructure in terms of hits. 5,600. Now we are close enough, I reckon, that we could potentially think about launching torpedoes. Potentially. Not if they're going backwards. There's no point doing that. But I do think that when they start moving forwards again, well, that's if they start moving forwards again, it'll be a good time to launch torpedoes. I am a bit tempted to do what the AI does and launch a full spread, a full salvo. Or just gamble that they'll continue moving backwards. It's probably not the greatest idea, but at this point, I can afford to take a risk or two. We've got them in our sights, very much so. Yeah, I'm launching torpedoes now. Let's launch the torpedoes. They're going backwards, so if I put them about here, we'll put one at 17, and just in case they decide to start moving forwards again, we'll put one at 16. Far away. Watch this, they start moving forwards now. Nope, they're moving backwards. Here we go. Right, they're not going to survive that. They're not going to... Nope. Nope. They are going to sink. I knew it. There's no way you could survive that. Propulsion pumps heavy damage, and the T2 tanker rolls over to port and sinks. So now we only have this tanker to deal with. And they're going at 0 knots. So they're pretty much stationary in the water. Let's go down to 16.1. Good. Hits on the stern are we welcome those. They're very good. Now, I'm not going to fire torpedoes now because I don't know what they'll do. Are they going to move forwards? Are they going to move backwards? What are they going to do? They're moving forwards this time. Who knows what they'll do the next time? Find out by watching this video. Right. So they are moving forwards, it would seem. I therefore think it would make sense to well, actually I'll put one over here and I'll put one at 15 as well, simply because they're not moving quickly. So for that reason we'll put 2 over there, and I think I'm pretty much going to hit them no matter what. Yeah, they're not moving quickly at all. Not, although, well, 0.8 knots was never claimed to be, you know, drag race speed. And there goes the T2 tanker. What did we hit? Pumps and everything else as well. Propulsion, steering, pumps, heavy damage, AAA has been destroyed. And that's a grim sight. That is a grim sight. Are they sinking quickly or slowly? Actually, no, this is a long video. And I've already been called down for dinner once. I hope that wasn't picked up on the recording. I'm going to press done straight away then. Oh my goodness. Action report. On the British side, the destroyer Havoc was sunk for 1,800 tons. The corvettes Godisha, Pimpernel and Saxifrage were sunk for 950 tons each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 merchant ship T2 tankers were sunk for 22,500 tons each. On the German side, the submarine U-442 received medium damage and the submarine U-522 received light damage. That's a score of 139,650. Wow. That's an incredible score. Really high. One of the highest I've ever seen, I think. It's very rare to get a score above 100,000 like that. We'll wait for the ship to sink and then we'll press continue. Right, they're gone now. And that is all from Admiral Playerovski for this video. If you enjoyed the content I put out, leave a like and subscribe. If you have a custom battle suggestion that you would like to see me turn into a video, drop a comment with your suggestion below and I will have your suggestion up within a day or two. Thank you for watching this video. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.